The first lecture is on the DataBricks platform. We will demonstrate the basic functionality and identify terms related to working in the DataBricks workspace. The objectives are execute code in multiple languages, create documentation cells, access DBFS, that is the DataBricks file system, create database and tables, query table and plot results, add notebook parameters with widgets. So here this is a Python is the default language for the notebook. We have run the classroom setup which imports various data sets. We print run default language. This is a Python cell, so it is running the Python command. We can also run language specified by language magic commands %Python, %Scala, %SQL, %R. So this is the first cell which is %Python, which is print run Python, which is written. Similarly, the Scala cell is %Scala and println run Scala. Similarly, the SQL cell which is %SQL, select run SQL, and we get the output here. Similarly, for the R cell which is %R, we print run R. We run shell commands on the driver using the magic command %sh. PS represents the processes that are running. So %sh, PS, pipe, grep, Java. Therefore, those processes which are running Java are being presented here. We can also render HTML using the display HTML which is available in Python, Scala and R. We have written a sample HTML with the text as render HTML, and we can do with the display HTML. We can create documentation cells with %md. So if I do it, double click it, I can find %md and we can write documentation in Markdown. Accessing DBFS, DataBricks File System. The DataBricks File System is a virtual file system that allows you to create cloud object storage as though it were local files and directories on the cluster. We can run file system commands on DBFS using the magic command %fs. We did a %fs mounts and we can see the different datasets which are here. %fs ls denotes the different directories that are present and the files. %fs ls dbfs temp. So previously there was no temp directory, and that is why it gave a file not found exception. We put a file in the temp directory using dbfs temp a.txt with this text, and it has written to the temp directory. Now we do a head of the a.txt and we can find the values there. %fs ls dbfs temp gives the files there. dbfs fs.ls dbfs temp gives the various files which are there, which is a.txt. We can use the display function to visualize the results in a table. We can also look at the temp file using the head command using dbutils.fs.head file name. Our first table is located in a path identified by da.paths.events variable which has been created earlier. We can see those files by using the dbfs dbutils.fs.ls da.paths.events. We can see them. But wait, we cannot use variables in SQL commands. We can declare the Python variable as a variable in the Spark context which SQL commands can access. So we are doing it in this manner. Spark.conf.set whatever.events that is being copied into da.paths.events. We can create a table using create table if not exist events using delta. So that is a delta table. Options path is equal to dollar bracket curly brackets whatever dot events. The table was saved in the database which was created, and we can find the database name by da.db name. or even the tables in the database using the %SQL show tables in $da.db name. We can query the table and plot the results, like select star from events and we make it into a SQL cell by using %SQL. You can just click on this to get the bar. Run the query and then plot the results by selecting the bar chart icon. So we have run the query, which is a standard SQL query, and you can select the bar chart to get the bar chart from here. It's very easy to create. Add notebook parameters with widgets. We can create a text input widget using SQL. We make it into a SQL cell by %SQL. We do a create widget text state default CA. We access the current value of the widget using the function getArgument. So select star from events where geo.state is equal to getArgument state. We remove the text widget. To create widgets in Python, Scala and R, use the dbutils module, dbutils.widgets, and we get this thing. So dbutils.widgets.text, name, Brickster name, and dbutils.widgets.multiselect, colors. The default is orange and we are having red, orange, black, blue and the favorite color. We can access the current value of the widget using the dbutils.widgets function get. So name, we are getting the name and the colors we are getting. So dbutils.widgets.getColors.split by comma, and we are getting the select your color preference and we are displaying the HTML. So the hi, select your color preference dot format name. The name is the Brickster which we had given here, and the HTML is having the selection, and here what we are doing is that we have already selected orange, so the orange is being displayed. We can do a remove all of the widgets to remove the widgets. So this is a very easy introduction to the DataBricks platform. Hope you liked the lecture. Thank you. Bye.